Hello, my name is Drika and welcome to my channel. My channel is all about my life and journey as a sonography student. I was recently accepted into a sonography program and I start class on January the 8th. Once I applied for the sonography program, I came to YouTube searching for videos that'll show me life in the day or sonography students going through their sonography program, and I found very few. I saw a lot of nursing videos, but not a lot of sonography videos. So I thought that I would start my own since I am going through this journey. So others who are interested in the sonography program or want to know what it's like to go through the sonography program, they'll have something to watch and something to go off of. Today I'm just here to introduce myself and to also give helpful tips for those who are interested in the sonography program and let you guys know some of the requirements that are needed. So, I have my bachelor's in health service administration and I graduated with that in 2015. I'll start sonography school on January the 8th, so in about a week, a little more than a week, but give or take a week. And some of the requirements for my program. The requirements were you needed to submit your SAT or ACT scores, and your SAT scores had to be at 850 or higher. Your ACT scores had to be at 18 or higher. All transcripts, high school transcripts, any private school transcripts, and if you went to multiple colleges, all of your college transcripts had to be submitted also. The application fee was $35 and it was all online. A part of the application was a personal essay about yourself. The essay was anywhere between 300 and 500 words. They also required 3 to 4 letters of recommendation. They preferred healthcare experience or someone who has at least gone through a 2-year program. And job shadowing was also preferred. The school that I have gotten accepted in and I will start in next week, they are one of the few schools that still does the interview process as far as acceptance. Most schools in Georgia does not do the interview process anymore. It's based solely on GPA and the entrance, whatever the entrance test they require. Some people require the Hobbit, several different tests that they require for the sonography program. But this school takes into account of GPA, interview process, and the letters of recommendation and your experience in the healthcare field thus far. Speaking of the interviews, so I got an email and the date that was set for me to do my interview was July 25th. So about 3 weeks before July 25th, I went hard, y'all. When I say hard, like I called all my friends and family members and we went over interview questions. They practiced with me. I called my college in which I am an alumni at, and I did 3 appointments. 2 of them were for mock interview sessions, and then 1 of them was just to go over interview etiquette. So I did that, and I also Googled sonography school interview questions. Now, I'm going to say this, and this may be only for my program. This is just my personal experience. I'm going to tell you guys that Google did not help me one bit. I went on there, and the Google interview questions were like, make sure you know the background of the school, the acceptance rate, the graduation rate, when the program was started, how many people successfully graduated since the beginning of the program, different things about the hospital, the school itself, how many students were accepted, and of course I knew behavioral questions and situational questions would be asked. It also said to practice, why did you want to go into the field of sonography? Why not something like nursing? What traits can you bring? Your weaknesses and your strengths. So here I am. I done Googled, these questions. I wrote them down. I started brainstorming on answers. I started going over them, and I felt confident. I felt that by the time my interview came, I would ace it. I was totally prepared. July 25th came, and I just felt a little defeated once I left out of the interview. So it was about, the whole process took anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. It wasn't any more than 4 hours. We did do a tour, so we got to tour with one of the seniors. We went on individual tours, and then we did the interview process. And they were all behavior and situational questions, and they were like off the wall questions that I really wouldn't have thought to study, thought that I would get asked any of those things. It was about 10 to 12 questions, and at the end you had to do like a short assessment, a hands-on assessment, which was pretty easy. So I knew my application was strong. I knew my letters of recommendation was strong. I knew my transcript was strong. I knew my courses, the grades I got in the courses, SAT scores, all of that was strong. I just felt a little iffy about the interview process. Well, to give you a little bit more background about me, I have already applied to 2 different sonography programs. Yes, 2, and I was not accepted in either one. So back in 2013, I applied to one at the school where I received my bachelor's. I knew I probably wouldn't get in, but I still applied. I wasn't done with my prereqs. I didn't take all of the required classes. So I wasn't shocked when I wasn't accepted. Last year, or about 8 months ago, I applied to this other school, and I was not accepted also. That was a shocker because my GPA score was high. My entrance exam for the program, that grade was pretty high, so I was kind of bummed. But like they say, I guess third time is really the charm. I got accepted into this one, and what I have to say to those who may have applied to different programs, try to get into multiple programs, don't give up. If it's something that you really want to do, keep going, keep working hard, don't give up, apply everywhere in sight. Don't limit yourself to one place, one area, one school. Keep applying, because what you always have to remember is it's all about the students in which you're competing with at that time. Sorry if y'all hear any noise in the background. It's this little guy here. He needs a haircut. This is my dog, Kingston, and he doesn't like the camera, but he knows that I'm not paying him any attention, so he's on my arm, getting on my nerves right now. But yes, don't forget, the number one thing is you're always competing against different people in that year. And if that year everybody has a 4.0, then you can't come in with a 3.0 thinking you're going to get in. The likelihood of you getting in is slim to none. Now, if everybody that's applying the year that you're applying have a 2.5, a 3.0, it's just, you have no reason not to get into the program. But you have to also remember that these health profession programs are very competitive. And, a lot of people were telling me, oh, the sonography program is very competitive. You have to have a 4.0, and I didn't believe it. But now that I'm in, now that I have applied to 3 different programs, now that I've researched, I've shadowed, I understand that that's the truth. The sonography program is very competitive nowadays. It's not like how it was maybe a few years ago, because so many people are trying to get into the field. The field is growing so fast, the rate at which people are trying to come into the field, they're coming in at a fast rate. So you got to come with your A game. The best advice I could give you is A&P, make an A. 1 and 2. Stats, make an A. College algebra, make an A. Physics, make an A. Those math and science classes are critical. Those will make or break you when it comes to being accepted into the program. Sonography is all anatomy. Make sure you know it. Make sure you're comfortable in it, because that's what sonography is about. Sonography is all anatomy. For my school, the required courses was A&P 1 and 2, physics, statistics, college algebra, English, psychology, speech or communication course, and a computers course. So I had taken all of my classes. I never had to take a computer course ever, but I did have to take an intro to research. So my school substituted my intro to research for the computer class. So I was lucky I didn't have to take any more classes. But yeah, that's that as far as the requirements, what it takes to get in, how the acceptance process works. For each school, it will be different, but for the most part, those are pretty much the requirements for most sonography programs. So on October 23rd, I was notified via email that I was accepted into the program, but I was on alternate status. So for those who don't know what an alternate is, it's when you've been accepted into the program. They like you, you've been accepted, but you haven't been officially accepted. They have officially accepted those who will actually enter the class for that year. But if anything was to happen, someone were to drop out, not be able to make it into the program, maybe they also got accepted into their first choice program and they decided not to come to this school, then you become accepted. So on October 30th, I received an email saying that I was officially accepted into the program. So like I said, don't give up. Never, ever, ever give up. Never, ever, ever get tired of working hard and putting in the work to achieve whatever goal you have set out for yourself. You know, if life was that easy, anybody could do it, right? So don't give up. Don't let the naysayers, don't let the negativity, don't let fear, the negative thoughts in the back of your own mind tell you that you can't do it. You can do it. Don't give up. So once you're accepted, there are still some things, some required pieces of information that you have to turn in. So we had to do a TB skin test, and we had to do our health screen test and our physical, a drug test, background check, CPR certification, and we had to do our liability insurance. The most important thing, these things have to be done by the deadline. Our deadline was November the 8th. These things have to be done by the deadline or you will lose your seat into the program. Don't think that just because you've been accepted that you can just do whatever at that point because you've been accepted. No, you still have to meet the requirements, and you still will lose your seat in the program if those requirements aren't met by the deadline. So make sure you guys keep that in mind. Don't slack off. You know, this program is going to be challenging. You know, keep the state of mind of no procrastination, no slacking off right now. I'm going to show you a few of the books that we'll be using. I am missing 2 books. I'm waiting for 2 books to arrive. But this is one of them. It's Medical Terminology. And it's a short course. It's the 7th edition. We'll also be using Ultrasound Scanning Principles and Protocol, the 3rd edition. And Ultrasound Physics and Instrumentation. So for those who are thinking about, you know, you can go and you can slack off in A&P and you can slack off in physics. For physics, there is a physics exam that you have to pass to continue the program. If you don't pass that exam, you are out of the program. That's a requirement. So make sure that you take physics serious. Make sure that you keep all your notes. Everything that you learn for physics, keep it, because it will do you some good when it comes to this book. Now, classes don't start until the 8th, but I'm a little rusty in my physics, so I decided to open the book. And let me just say, I'm glad that I have started to look into this book already, because I need to be ahead of the game. I don't want to be procrastinating. I don't want to fall behind the first week. So yes, that's it. I just wanted to come on, shoot a short little video, let you guys know a little bit about me, let you guys know what you will be seeing in my channel. It'll just be my day-to-day activities as a sonography student. I'll try to upload maybe once a week or once bi-weekly. I'll try to take you on as many trips to school, to clinic rotations with me as I can. But if you like what you see so far, make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. And I'll see you guys in the next video.